Okay, today we are doing a video from all three of us. We have Joey, we have Jeremy, and I'm Ben. So we'll assist the first-time private buyers by providing you 5 of the options that which we think that will be actually beneficial to you. Joey, maybe start with you first.
Oh, I start first, Lorna. Okay, maybe I can start with my 5th choice first. My 5th choice will actually be the Tapestry in District 18, Tampines Street. Okay, the reason for my choice is because it's one of the most affordable new launch now, with 2 bedrooms starting from 800 over 1,000. Okay, choosing the most affordable yet with good attributes project actually allows me to have maybe some savings to purchase a car of my preference. Then, and also with the Vale transformation nearby, and with the proven track record of the CDL, the developer, I think this project would be a good choice and wouldn't go wrong. So I'm also very particular, about facilities. There are over 50 facilities, including a 100-meter infinity pool, a gym, and even a childcare center besides. And I am very impressed that it will have a residential services to actually assist in arrangements like for residents' lifestyle. So that's my choice of the street.
Yep.
Over to you.
Joey, you stole my line. You practically said everything there is to say, right? So I'm not okay. Anyway, number 5, Tapestry happens to be my 5th choice as well. So I concur with Joey all the way. I'm not sure if she mentioned that this is going to TOP soon. For your information, I think it's going to TOP latest end 2020, or because of the COVID situation, it probably might just extend a little bit more, so maybe early 2021. All right, so there are very few choices left for 2-bedders because out of 861 units in total at Tapestry, we only have about 48 units of 2-bedders left. Could be lesser because today we have sold quite a few units, so could be lesser. But anyway, I think for people who are looking to move in fast, this is a choice development that you should consider. Yeah. All right, over to you, Ben.
Actually, I also shortlist this Tapestry. However, Tapestry is not my 5th choice. My 5th choice, in fact, is Kandis Residence. Not too sure whether you have heard about this or not, but I think probably it's good to mention about Kandis Residence because it's already obtained its TOP status, meaning to say that if let's say you have the intention to move in as soon as possible, and you can do so. And then being located in the private enclave area, Kandis Residences is very exclusive in a way that it's the first private condominium development in the area itself. And second thing to mention about, because the size for this 2-bedroom, in fact, is quite decent, 732 square feet. And then the price is really, really attractive also. It's less than $1 million. In fact, it's about only 920,000 only. Then third thing to mention is that because now, if you understand about the north side area, probably you will know that there's a lot of EC launching in the north side. Yeah. Then for these ECs are the prices ranging from 1,000 to 1,001 range, and this private residential at this Kandis Residence is only 1,002 odd. So probably for the first-time home buyers, you should consider this kind of entry level of PSF. Joey, your number 4.
My number 4 choice. My 4th choice will be the Antares in District 14, around Mattar Road. Okay, why? It's because the idea of living in the east, right, and yet near to the city areas such as the Suntec City, Marina Bay Sands, has always been like a little dream of mine. Because having stayed in the western part for more than 3/4 of my life, I think, and traveling most of the time to the east side for the food, Okay, I think it would be really good if I can really live near to the East Coast Park and Changi Airport. So the idea of it really makes it more exciting for me. And because it is perfectly located in the Central East region, it's also 1 minute walk to the MRT with just a sheltered linkway. Okay, 2 stops away is actually the Paya Lebar MRT, where there's endless dining and shopping malls such as the Singpost, Paya Lebar Square, PLQ Mall. And then, okay, one thing that actually impressed me is that apart from the usual outdoor pools, there's also an indoor pool that I can almost imagine myself relaxing in the waters without worrying getting too tan or hot under the sun. Yeah, that's what is good for me lah.
Sounds
Over
good.
to you.
Okay, I shall rush over to buy Antares now.
Hey, really good leh.
Really,
You can
okay.
see the concept, really nice.
That's good. That's good. Okay, I shall say my 4th choice, and this one is in the northeast. I have picked Florence Residences. Okay, so this place here is nicely situated between 2 MRT stations. It's between the Hougang and the Kovan MRT station. This is the northeast line. So for convenient everyday grocery shopping, you can actually go to Hougang Mall as well as Kangkar Mall, and there's also a new Midtown Mall that you can shop at. All right, and then for me, why I chose this Florence Residences is also because of one important fact. That is, Singapore is going to have an all-new major line running across from the west all the way to Changi Airport. And this is the Cross Island Line. I think you have heard about it. In fact, nobody can miss this Cross Island Line that's coming up. So this line is going to cross at Hougang MRT Mall. I'm sorry, Hougang MRT station. Okay, so this station is going to be an interchange in the upcoming future. Can you imagine what kind of property prices it's going to be there in time to come? So if you are keen to have to be looking at some potential like this with some major transformation with a Cross Island Line coming along, then you might just want to get into buying one unit here. Yeah. Okay, Ben, over to you.
My number 4 choice, in fact, is your number 5 choice. So my number 4 choice, in fact, is Tapestry. And then all the mention has been mentioned by all of you. But what I want to say that Tapestry is really going to TOP pretty soon, perhaps maybe end of the year or probably early or second quarter of next year. So if you do have planning for waiting 1 year to move in, probably you can give consideration to this project. Then second thing will be actually for the units, if let's say less than 1.2 million, there are quite a few of good choices. In fact, like Joey has mentioned, that the price for 2-bedroom, I think is quite attractive. It's about less than $900,000. And I personally shortlist one unit, which is quite a good view, because if let's say you're standing at the balcony itself, on the right hand side, I think probably you can see the Tampines Quarry. And this unit itself is quite a good buy also. It's quite a decent size. The PSF is only 1,400. If you understand about the coming easy right next to Tapestry, then you probably will know about the upside potential by buying into Tapestry. Then second thing will be actually Tapestry is really near to the good schools like St. Hilda Primary School. So that's another selling angle. You should consider to get something like Tapestry. Yeah. Joey?
Sounds good too.
So now is third choice, right?
Yes.
Yep, that's right.
Okay. My third choice will actually be view at Kismis in District 21, the Upper Bukit Timah area. Okay, anyway, District 21 is a very sought after location, mostly surrounded by private residential enclave. In fact, the HDB there, which is just a few blocks of them, has actually transacted at very high values, across the 1 million mark. So this area is also experiencing a potential growth due to the upcoming future integrated transport hub and also the redevelopments in the Beauty World area. It is also within 1 km to a very good school, the Pei Hua, the Bastion Primary School, which is a SAP school. And I believe many parents are very keen to actually enroll their children there, which adds on as an advantage. Which add on as an advantage. Why? Because as demand will actually be maintained. And I actually checked out the 2-bedroom plus guest unit, which has a very functional layout. And the guest room can also serve as a study area for me when without guests. So I think it's a very nice layout for me. Yeah, over to you.
Okay, my third choice. Now I bring all of you to the west, journey to the west. And there's only one new launch right now in the west, and that is Parc Clematis. Okay, over here, I think this place here, a lot of you should look at it. Reason being that this one is the only condo with more than 600,000 square feet of land size in Clementi itself and the West Coast area. So nothing comes close to this size if you were to do the comparison. And then it also comes with a sprawling landscape of about 2/3 of the entire land. This is really something that is hard to come by because, for a lot of developers, they would want to build a lot more residential units in an area that's so big. But the developer here, it's really doing something quite unusual with 600,000 square feet of land size, 2/3 of it dedicated to landscaping, right? The other thing is that it's conveniently located across the top primary school, which is Nanhua Primary School. This school here actually offers the GEP program, which means it's the Gifted Education Program. And I understand that only about the top 1% of the cohort in Singapore can get into programs like this across the island. Not many primary schools offer this kind of GEP program. Okay. One other thing that you should take note of is that Parc Clematis is situated between two commercial powerhouses. One is the Jurong 2nd CBD, as well as the other one, which is at 1 North. These two areas, right, would bring in your potential tenants. So be it for own stay or for investment, this is definitely a good place to consider. Yeah, I think that's all for me for my third choice. Yeah, over to you, Ben. Yeah.
Okay, my number 3 choice will be actually quite near to your number 4 choice. Your number 4 was Florence Residence. Then my number 3 is Affinity at Serangoon. It is located along this Yio Chu Kang Road. And then it's been 1 kilometer away from roadside school. So for first-time private owners, I think probably you should get homes near to good schools. So this will enhance your property value next time you want to, upgrade or you want to sell it away the next time. Then second thing will be you need to consider buying Affinity because there will be a MRT station coming up. Even though it's not so soon, but the MRT really will come out because it's promised by the government. It's called Serangoon North MRT Station. And then if let's say this MRT is up and the proximity from your condo, your home, to this MRT station is only 350 meters away. That's pretty near. Then third thing to consider will be actually when you want to buy into this kind of property development, you need to choose the good choice units. And probably because Affinity at Serangoon also located near to the private enclave areas. So if let's say you get like those units facing outwards towards Bohua area, then probably you'll get a very, very nice landed enclave view. Then this kind of units you should give a thought to it and consider to get a unit at Affinity as well. Yep. Julie, to you?
So now is my second choice. My second choice is actually Vista Grand in District 5. It's actually in the West Coast. Okay, it has it's a twin tower, 36 stories high. Okay, what attracts me is that it offers panoramic views of either the city, Pandan Reservoir, or the Bukit Timah Hill. So it captivates my soul with that panoramic view. Again, because it's developed by the renowned CDL, this is a project that definitely I think is something that won't go wrong. Okay, this project actually comprises of more than 60 facilities, including a cantilevered gym, okay, and even flying fox, and rock climbing for the kids lah. Okay, but actually it's nested in a private enclave area, and it's just next to the developing Jurong Innovation District. So I see there's a potential growth as the area is still developing. So this will be my second choice. Yeah, Jermaine?
Okay, now it's my turn. My second choice, I have picked an area in the east, and that is Parc Esta. Okay, so Parc Esta is conveniently located across the road to Eunos MRT station. It's just like you just roll to the MRT station, right? You don't even have to walk. And if you are the kind that's perennially late, right, then you'll like to consider this place here, just right in front of the MRT station. Okay, and Eunos MRT is also just one stop away from the Paya Lebar MRT station. And as what Joey said just now, she loved the east and she loved to go to Paya Lebar as well, because there are a lot of malls, very convenient, a lot of eateries, and you can shop to your delight. Yeah, so every afternoon is a useful afternoon, per se. Okay, so okay, if you had noticed what I've been saying just now, all the way from my fifth choice, my fourth, and then third, and then up to now, I tend to pick or spot areas that have got some major transformation. And so over here in Paya Lebar, you would expect a major future transformation, because once the Paya Lebar Air Base moves away, relocates to Changi, this is where the potential comes in, because the land will be freed up for more residential homes as well as commercial activities. So I think the land prices, you can't imagine how it's going to go. I'm sure it's going to just go up and not down. So the other thing that you need to know also is that there are very, very few units, okay, because today's topic is 2 bedrooms under 1.2 mil. But I just want to tell you that if you think you like Parc Esta, you need to rush down now, as in like really now, because there are only about maybe about 3-4 units left of that price point, 1.2 mil and below. Yeah, okay, over to you, Ben.
Yeah, my number 2 choice is somewhere in the south central, will be actually Stirling Residences. This Stirling Residences is located about maybe 300 meters away from existing MRT. It's called Queenstown. So proximity to MRT is one thing, is very, very near. Second thing will be actually the amenity wise is really near to Mei Lin Food Center. And you do have coffee shops nearby, so then you don't have to worry about your daily expenses and stuff like that. Yeah, then number 3 will be from Queenstown itself. If let's say you go to existing Raffles Place, it's about maybe 10 minutes of MRT ride. Yeah, that's very, very near. Then if let's say you drive, or maybe 10 minutes of drive, where can you reach? You can actually reach to Raffles Place, you can reach to Orchard, or perhaps you can reach to Clementi as well. So basically, this is quite a centrally and conveniently located. So by buying into Stirling, it won't be wrong. For the price wise, actually our today's topic is that for the condos less than 1.2 million for the 2 bedrooms. But for Stirling wise, because we are about 71% sold already, so it's very hard for you to get any unit that is less than 1.2 million. However, developer gives some stats, a limited time offer that actually puts about 3 units, only 3 units, that's below $1.2 million. So if let's say today you really consider to get your first home, and which is below $1.2 million, I think if let's say you shortlist Stirling Residences, you need to do it fast, like Jeremy has said. You need to do it fast. It's only 3 units. Yeah. Joey, over to you.
Okay.
Can I intercept?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the last time we did a dry run, and then the thing is that I also did this because I cut in because I'm so excited to let everyone know that my first choice is Stirling Residences. So I thought I'll just come in and just let everyone know that for Stirling Residences, really indeed, there are only very few units left. Did you say 3 units left, Ben?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So for me, I see the potential here as well. Besides what Ben has mentioned, right? So for this one here, where is the potential coming from? You see that it's very, very close to One North, and then also to Maple Tree City. So likewise, the amount of tenants that's coming from these places would be very, very good. So if you're thinking of getting investment units over here, then it's going to see, it's going to bring in very constant flow of rental for you. Yeah. And the development itself, it's 3 majestic towers, okay, ranging from 38 to 40 stories high. So really majestic, very iconic. And if I were you, if I go to a certain place and if I don't know what to look for, I will look out for something that's really very iconic. So if it's in Queenstown, and if you ask me what to look at in Queenstown, I would definitely tell you that Stirling would offer you this iconic look. Okay, so over to you, Joey. I'm done.
Okay, so now it's first choice. Okay, my first choice will definitely be Parc Clematis in District 5 in Jalan Lempeng. Okay, the reason being, I'm actually just living very near it right now. But let me tell you about Parc Clematis. It's very unique to me, okay, because it has the largest land size in prime estate, Clementi estate, which is approximately about 9 football fields. With this huge land area, more than 2/3 of this is actually catered for facilities. So it has like resort facilities like a massive beach-inspired pool, 2 tennis courts, a multi-purpose court, 3 50-meter lap pool, 5 clubhouses with 2 pool table and movie room, and many other facilities such as dining concepts, pavilions. Okay, this is also an interesting project with not only the usual tower blocks but also strata landed terraces and bungalows, which is a very unique beauty on its own. Then I believe demand for residential units here will be high. Okay, why? Because just less than 3 minutes walk away is the Nanhua Primary School, which is a very popular primary school. Okay, in fact, I have neighbors who always change. I always change neighbors after maybe 6 to 7 years after their kids finish the primary school. Then they leave this area. So I believe this is a very sought after location, especially for parents with young kids. Okay, I also love the tranquil and serene environment in that area, because it's basically a private enclave residential area. And most importantly, towers are north-south facing, offering then again my favorite, the spectacular views of the city of Bukit Timah Hill. Yeah, that's my first choice definitely.
That's good. I think
okay.
you have said all the points already.
Really? I still got a lot never covered it.
Okay, my first choice is Parc Clematis, and in the Clementi town itself. Parc Clematis, in fact, is one of the nearest private residential walkable distance to MRT station. So if let's say you are really considered to get your first home, probably you really must give a consideration to Parc Clematis, because if let's say 1.2 million in terms of monthly installment wise, perhaps it's only like 3,000 or maybe not even about 3,005. Then second thing to consider is that because it's a new launch and it's not yet foundation done, so it's a progressive payment. So cash flow wise is really manageable. Then third thing will be actually the school that Joey has mentioned is Nanghua Primary School. It's one of the 9 primary schools that offers gifted educational program. And then I did a study about private residential near to these 9 schools. The retention rate for these homeowners is so strong that they are unwilling to sell away their existing properties because they are sitting right in the piece of gold already. Then because they don't want to sell, so tenants has to rent their properties, So next time after your kids finish the primary school, then probably you want to rent out your units, also doable. Anything is doable one. Because the next tenant who take over your unit, they have to rent 13 months from you. So this is another thing probably you can consider. In terms of your daily necessity, probably you can get it at Clementi market is really walking distance. Yeah. Then in terms of price wise, for the 1.2 million and below, we have good units. You can pay particularly paying attention to step number 10. Step number 10 is really a good choice unit because by standing at the balcony itself, you not only will have the overview of the facilities like signature 100-meter beachlight pool, then the setback between the blocks are really far apart. And this unit itself, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, is only less than 1.2 million. I think you should seriously give a thought to it. And our promotion is ending soon, I think until 1st of June. So if let's say anytime during here all the way to 1st of June, you want to make a decision and you need to do it really quick. Because for the 2-bedroom right now, we have a limited time offer of $20,000 and that will really benefit you. Yeah. Jamie, want to conclude?
Less than 1 minute left. Yes, I can attest to the fact, and I agree with Joey as well as with Ben, because I live in the vicinity as well, and I really think this is a good place. If not, I wouldn't have moved here like 20 over years ago, because I planned for my kids, school as well, and it happened to be Nanhua Primary School. So, for those people who think that you want your children to go to a good school and to mix with a nice neighborhood, then I think this is no doubt the number 1 choice lah. Yeah. So quick, make your booking now.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Can stop.
The thing is, I live here for more than 30 years of my life since primary school. Apart from the primary school itself, we still have a lot of other schools that is, just very accessible. So it's like living in Clementi will never go wrong when you start young. And I'm still here.
And how old are you?
Sorry?
I'm sorry?
My next move
what did you
also
say?
Clementi. My next
your next move, huh? Okay, welcome. Welcome. Okay.
Just nice.
Nice.
Let you end. Let you finish.
Okay.